Hey guys, Sublord here, back again with another action figure review of nobody's favorite Disney villain, but today we are nonetheless taking a look at the Disney Ultimates Queen of Hearts from none other than Alice in Wonderland, the third and final character the fine folks over at Super7 gave us in the Disney Ultimates line, which kind of sucks because there's several, like the Cheshire Cat, Tweedledee Tweedledum, the rabbit at the tea party. I want to say he's like Mad Rabbit or Jack Rabbit or something. And the rabbit that's late. Like I mentioned in my Mad Hatter review yesterday, a bunch of characters we never got. That kind of sucks. Why are we missing all these characters? I don't know. I really don't. But at the end of the day, we do have the Queen of Hearts. And she is a fun figure. I would say the most fun in the line. So, without further ado, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and potatoes of this review and take a look-see at all she has to offer in terms of accessories, because there's quite a bit to talk about with her. Ironically, she does come with a pair of grip hands. That's cool. She does come with a couple of extra left hands. Fist and a pointy finger. Kind of sucks she doesn't come with two fists, because I imagine this chungus of a woman here likes to throw down in the pit based off her anger issues. She does have a hand with some flowers in it. That's just going to wilt over time, I imagine. And then she has one with her little staff, which, emphasis on little. It's very, very short. I thought it was like a full scepter, but it is this little tiny thing here. But this is a hand I plan to use for this figure. This and the fist, I think. And then she also comes with this, I want to say they played croquet with these, but this flamingo. But no croquet ball, unless I misplaced it. But either way, she comes with the flamingo. Also comes with this little hedgehog looking fella. I don't know who the heck this is. Like, we got hedgehog guy, little rando hedgehog guy, but we did not get what's his name, the Cheshire Cat. Like, really? Really? Like, almost the face of the franchise next to Alice. And then we also have a couple of extra heads. We have this yelling head for when she's going off for their head. And then we also have this head, which is absolutely hysterical. She's got the red face going on with the gritted teeth, looking all PO'd. I am totally displaying her with this. This is the best head sculpt for this figure. I think this is hilarious. I'm totally using this. Her hair is, I think, the most messed up on this one, too. It's a little crazy here, but it's more messed up on that one. And last but certainly not least, what is a queen without her king? Of course, I'm referring to the King of Hearts, who's just this little cuck boy that's going to sit in the corner like Prince John, the only other villain we got in this Disney Ultimates line. He's got an articulated head. I think it could probably rotate all the way around, huh? Yeah, you can snap his neck and kill him if you want. I wouldn't advise that, but there you go. Turn his head all the way around. Probably rub paint off doing that, but oh well. Yeah, he's just a little teeny, timid fella. He ain't gonna do much crap, is he? Kind of looks like the King Nothing crown from that Metallica music video on him, which, since he's a little bitch, I don't mean a female dog either, he's just going to sit in the corner and be a King Nothing. So why don't we take a look at the Queen, who's the star of the show here. Very nice figure. She's got a little something there. I don't know if I can file that off, but whatever. It's not that big a deal. It's probably just some mold degradation or something. But she is very cool. I like her more than I thought I would. And she's actually more articulated than I thought she would be. She's got a double ball peg in the head, of all things. And it does get a little bit of range. It does rotate. It does tilt. So, you know, considering the design, not too shabby. The arms will move up about that far. They'll go down. They'll rotate around. She does have a single jointed elbow. Get you about that much. Almost 90, so not bad for the potato-shaped arms there. Swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist with a hinge. She does have a ball in the waist, kind of like the hyacinth hippo. It's a little tricky to use, but it is there. There's a ball in there, so she can kind of perk up or crouch forward a little bit. It does rotate too, and has a little tiny quiver of tilt. Her hips, if I can get under there, do move back in and out a little bit, back and forth a little bit. She does have a bit of a thigh cut. She does have a hinge in the knee. I'm going to try and bend this, but I can't make any promises. Okay, they work a lot better than it did. I heated the crap out of these, so I'm glad that they work. But she does have a hinge knee. She's got a swivel below the knee, and then a hinge in the foot with a rocker. I don't think she has peg holes, but look at the size of her feet. They're so small. It's a wonder she can stand, but ironically, she can. And for the most part, just fine. Like, here you go. Watch this. Watch and learn, kiddies. There you go. I say that, and now I can't get her to stand. There you go. She's standing. So, granted, she is going to be on the back of a wall for me, or up against the wall for me, just so she can stand, but she can stand. It is scientifically possible to get this fat broad to stand. Like, that's kind of crazy that she can without assistance. But I do appreciate that. That's less real estate that I need to kill off. But man, it would have been better if we got Maleficent or like a cooler villain. I mean, really, like the two villains we got in this line are not like my top 10. Like, oh my god, these villains are so awesome. Like the Evil Queen or Maleficent or I don't know, Jafar or Ursula, Scar, even though he's kind of a pussy halfway through the movie. I mean, those are some of the big ones. If you want to talk big ones, Chernabog. But, you know, for what it's worth, she's really cool. I do like her a lot. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is the not so good, because she is the bad guy of the film after all, Queen of Hearts, alongside the only other characters from Alice in Wonderland we have received from the Super7 Disney Ultimates line. We got the teeny tiny Mad Hatter there, which, since we are talking about little teeny tiny figures, here's the king next to him. Is it just me, or would it have been better to get just, you know, a couple of stactions like him instead of a full-fledged figure like the Mad Hatter, just so we could get more characters? I don't know, just a thought. And then, of course, we also have the star of the show, Alice. I'm not going to do the Annihilator Alice in Hell thing here because I've probably spooked you enough with that, but as you can see, the Queen is the biggest and, like I said earlier, the most fun. So, getting them out of here, so we can make way for our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulus, who looks like he's going to usurp her throne. Even got the same color palette, black and red. As well as the infamous 11 Spawn. Should have sprang for the King Spawn. Then we could really usurp the throne. But despite the fact that she is the biggest, I do not think she is... No, she's not taller than good old Al Simmons here. Not even including that crown of hers. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and out of the Alice in Wonderland offerings, all three of them anyways, from the Disney Ultimates line, brought to us by the fine folks over at Super7. I have to say that the good old, or I guess not so good old, since she is the villain of the film, Queen of Hearts is by far the most fun of the three, because she has the most fun accessories, she's the most fun to move around, albeit I had to heat up the knees, but that's besides the point. Pretty much gotta heat up the knees on most Super 7 figures nowadays. That's just the norm, and I'd rather they be tight than loose and floppy. I just like this figure of the three the most. I don't know what it is, but despite the fact that she is not Maleficent or literally any other Disney villain ever, I like it. I like it quite a bit. And it sucks because it's the only villain we got in this line other than the Cup Boy himself, Prince John, so fingers crossed that somebody makes some of the cooler bad guys at some point, right? So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.